we're now moving on to a fan film that's quite ironically unknown. And the title of it is The Unknown Enemy. John, you've not seen this, have you?
No, I haven't, not yet. So try and sell it to me.
Yeah, I will. Yeah, I will. It starts off as you would think a typical fan film would, and for the first 5 minutes or so, you find yourself thinking, should I carry on watching this? Because it's 4 parts, and each part is around close to 10 minutes. So you start off thinking, should I carry on watching this? And if you do persist and you really do keep watching, you will be rewarded in that as you see it develop. That it is one of the greatest fan films out there, I think. So the basic plot is the 10th Doctor is in mid-regeneration, and because he is vulnerable while during this regeneration, he has been taken out of the TARDIS, and he lands in a field, and he's kind of half developed. So it's kind of like
Devious.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
So basically, it starts off and you feel like, oh, this is like another fan film, and it feels ploddy.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden something happens. I'm assuming that suddenly takes it into overdrive and pays you for watching the first 5 minutes. As soon
as you see some of the other characters that are introduced, mainly the villains, so to speak. They really do stand out. They're really colourful, and there's a definite comedy element there, and you can tell just from looking at it that they've had a lot of fun making this fan film.
Yeah.
And that's and if you have fun making a fan film, you will be rewarded in the long term when you finished it and you look back.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about how good it is visually and how well you're able to portray it. It's looking back at it and seeing at it and saying those were fun times. You don't want to look back on something and say, oh, that was I didn't enjoy that. That was a lot of stressful filming.
Yes.
You want to look back at it and remember fun times. So yeah, I would definitely recommend The Unknown Enemy. The link will be in a description or whatever, description box. This will be on YouTube, won't it?
Yeah, this will be on YouTube. But if you're listening on iTunes, you're going to have to look at the YouTube channel.
The video, and it'll be on the WhoTubia YouTube channel, and that's WhoTubia, youtube.com/WhoTubia. Right then, we're moving on to fan films. Yeah, and we're moving on to fan films that are coming soon.
Coming soon.
So
to a YouTube screen near you.
So these fan films are things that will be coming within the next month or next few months.
Or maybe even later this year, if all goes to plan.
Yes, so, right, we'll start off with Best Kept Secret, and that is the finale for Time Agent Series 2.
Exactly. So we would have just had The Nightmare Forest, and what a cliffhanger, what an X-Line trailer, and now we're looking at possibly the best episode of Time Agent ever, and I really can't wait to see how this turns out. I only know a few little bits of the episode. I don't know that much, and from the slight trailers.
Well, I have shown you a few clips, John.
Well, yes, but I was trying to keep it.
What do you think about it? From what you've seen so far?
I was trying to keep it secret from the audience that I've seen those clips. But
okay. Well, it's not a secret anymore.
Okay.
Rather badly kept, so to speak. See what I did there?
Yeah.
But how would you describe the scenes that you've seen? You can't spoil. You shouldn't spoil everyone, because the scenes you have seen are very spoilerish.
Yeah. Well, extremely. It's an extreme spoiler, and in one word, it's tragic. But also, it's you've got something really tear-jerking and also just epic, and you know, probably the best performances so far from all the team, and you cannot expect, you will not see this coming.
Anyways, so right, thanks very much, John. I'll also add that this episode has, I think, I haven't actually counted, but I can probably safely say that this episode has more explosions than all of the series so far put together. We've put so much stress upon Matt Perks, our amazing, epic, amazing effects man, who is nicest guy in the world.
Totally.
So he couldn't say no to some of the effects we've given him. But from what, I can't say too much, but it features one of the most ambitious effects sequences we've ever attempted.
And I reckon it might be probably one of the most ambitious in a fan film.
Well, if you say so. Yeah, I would agree, actually.
Because
yes.
What other fan film, especially British made, we've got to think British made, but in general, I mean, 2009 and Alternate Empire haven't yet done something that what you've got planned here, and you know, have we ever seen something like that from a British fan film before? And in, you know, off the top of my head right now, I can't think of that ever been seen. Possibly with models, you know, on string and wire from the 80s or something, but nothing that will look as sweet as this. And as it's Matt Perks,
right,
it will be amazing.
Well, of course. Right, so you've heard enough about this well, I don't know, have you? I mean, you've got Liam's. I'll give you a basic plot, shall I, for this episode? The basic synopsis, if you like. We were left with a cliffhanger here of the Zachatrons approaching, and also Liam is confronted with a fragment of his past, that being Katrina Mills.
Yes.
Who you will soon find out is his ex. And there are a couple of lovely scenes in there, and it will all end in tears, I can promise you. And at the moment, and you've also got the other little story arcs in there as well. Lots of loose ends are tied up, although some are kind of left open for the third series. Those are being things like the arc we've had between Dan the cyborg and his sister, and how he doesn't know his sister, who his sister is, and the relationship between Robin and Mortis, and how Robin doesn't trust Mortis because Mortis may well have killed his team. So yeah, lots of loose ends tied up, lots of amazing effects, tear-jerking scenes. What more could you want in a fan film, really? Not meaning to blow my own trumpet, or whatever term you're looking for. So, for more information on Time Agent in general, go and visit www.timeagent.tk, and there will be a link in the description box if you can't decipher what I'm saying. Right, so we're moving on then. Identity.
Doctor Who.
And this is John Gransden's Doctor Who.
Doctor Who Identity, or Doctor Who Series 1 Identity. Yeah. We've got. Basically, originally, I never wanted to do a fan film. I just thought watching them was fun enough, and sometimes working on them. And then.
Certainly, yeah.
And then I met a few people, and they were all planning their own Doctor Who series, and I just kind of stood back, and in the back of my head just went, if these people can do it, so can I. And I then sat and thought for a long time, what can I do? I want to tell a story that is worth the time and effort that is going to be taken into doing this, getting the camera, the skills, and learning all the software. And I spent a long time thinking up an idea, and I don't think it's ever been seen in a fan film before. A bit of a hint is Amy Choice got there first, which annoys me so much. But we've been able to quickly incorporate it, and it's a quick hypnosis, hypothesis. No, that's still not right. Just a basic blurb of the series is the Doctor regenerates. He's been away for a long time.